Hey guys, you've joined us live on Moneycontrol. I'm Manisha Gupta and we're talking about the crude oil prices which have been declining all of this week, and in last two trading sessions we've seen the crude oil prices come up by nearly 5%. But most of the global agencies, banks, brokerages do believe that you are headed for a higher crude oil prices in the second half of this year, and by the end of this year you could be looking at much higher prices from where they are right now. I'll start with OPEC first, and they expect the Chinese demand in this year to surge anywhere between 500,000 to 600,000 barrels per day, and that is where the demand will come in from. The global demand by OPEC is estimated at 2.3 million barrels per day, and that is expected to continue to support prices. Take a look at Barclays' report, which says that the markets will flip into deficit by 500,000 barrels by the end of this year or the second half of this year. Barclays is anticipating the Chinese demand much higher than what OPEC put it to, at around 900,000 barrels per day. And Barclays does believe that the prices will rise much higher from here. They're putting an average Brent prices for this current year at around $90 per barrel, and they expect the prices to gain up in the next year as well. For 2024, Barclays expects Brent to go up to $97 a barrel. So it is going to be the second half of this year and the first half of 2024 when the crude oil prices could be on the higher side. We are looking at Chinese demand coming back. The supplies from US have been very steady. Russia sanction impact has not come in yet, but the street believes will happen in the second half of this year. So all of that put together, we could be looking at gains coming in for the crude oil prices there. There also is a report from Refinitiv which says that the Brent prices will average at 90 in this year and can go to $100 a barrel by the end of this year. There also is a report from Stancy which also expects $91 a barrel of an average in this year. They expect the prices to average $98 on the higher side. So clearly, every bank and brokerage is very, very bullish in case of crude oil prices there. There also is a report from JP Morgan. They're putting an average for this year at $90. Fitch puts it to $95 a barrel. There also is a report from Bank of America. They put the prices of Brent for this year at 88 and next year at 90. So clearly, as the year comes to an end and the new year begins, almost everybody believes that the crude oil prices will be much higher than where they are standing right now. The US EIA says that for the short term, we could be looking at the current level consolidating. So the US EIA says that for the short term, the forecast for Brent is at around $83, WTI at 77, which is where the prices are trading right now. But most of these agencies also believe that come second half and the next quarter itself, we could be looking at stronger demand from Asia, tighter supplies, and that would support